Darren, it's turned out to be quite a healthy victory in the end, but there were spells in the game where they were defending as though their lives depended on it. Was it frustrating on the ice?
Yeah, it is frustrating, but we knew they came here. We knew they're sort of heavy penalty taking team, so we tried to just dominate in their end and try and attract some sort of power play opportunities. But they didn't really rise to the occasion, so they just kind of crashed down in front of net, and it made our lives a bit harder than we wanted. But it stopped us playing the pretty hockey that we like. But we wrapped a few up. But it was nice to get a few gritty goals in there, sort of scrambles around the net.
It was very determined defensive play, wasn't it, from the Invicta Mustangs? They did throw their bodies in the way. They took some serious hits. Was there any point on the sidelines that you were trying to say, look, just keep going, boys, just keep going, it's going to come?
Yeah, always. Like in the first period, we struggled. We didn't really get many on the board. And like I said to the guys in the change room, just you go out against a team that's under strength, and you always take things for granted. But they came out skating, and they got the first goal. And it kind of knocked us back on our feet and sort of woke us up a bit to say, listen, they're here to play. But we went in after the first, and you say a few things, and people start gearing up and getting ready to sort of take it to them in the second, and that's what we've done, and we just moved forward from there.
A lot of hype before the game about how well the Stars were going, how, what should happen, what sort of score was going. Did that sort of work against you in any way? Did you think that they were maybe thinking, right, there's no way we're going to come here and get a Muller in, we're going to stick in front of our net? Do you think that sometimes has a double-edged effect? It can work for you, can work against you?
Yeah, sometimes it does. I mean, I've played on this team years ago, and we've travelled with 9, 10 guys, sometimes less, and it's weird. It's kind of like sometimes it can work in your favour. You tend to muscle in together, find an extra gear. Sometimes you have to play dirty and play sort of rough and just sort of stick together down low and crash, and you sort of become sort of 6 goalies in your own end. And it does work sometimes, yeah. But like I said, we move the puck around well. We try to pull them apart and sort of force them to come and get us in the corners, and then we move the puck around and get pucks to net, and that's how we got our success tonight.
A lot of swagger about the Stars at the moment. They are playing with a lot of confidence. So I've asked you this question, it will keep coming out. Is it keeping the boys' feet on the ground, or are they just collectively still as a unit saying this is what we want to achieve at the end of the season, this is what we're going to aim for?
That's what we want. We turn up every Wednesday, we turn up at the weekends to play, we play to win, and everyone in the change room's on the same vibe, we're all buzzing, and no one wants to lose, and everyone's feet are on the ground. We live in reality. We know that there's teams that want to come and punish us, but we just try to take our game to them and take every game as it is.
And 2 personal questions just to end up. Your arm, you went off with a bit of an arm injury, is that okay?
Yeah, no, fine, just jarred my neck a bit landing, but that's not too bad.
And I can see you doing Movember. At what point in the next year will it actually meet in the middle?
I don't know.
It's not going to happen, is it?
No, but I'm trying.
You're trying?
Yeah, I've got a bit
when
of
you're
easy grow
agreeing
going on there, but there's nothing.
It's just at the sides, isn't it? Yeah, I reckon March next year it might just meet in the middle. It's okay. Sam Arnold, defenceman, line 2 alongside James Clark, 14-1. Was that an easy afternoon?
Didn't start as easy as we thought it would. I think when you go into a game against a team that have got the record they have at the minute, on a subconscious level, everyone sort of doesn't think they have to try as hard as they need to. And I think at the end of the first, everyone realised that, picked up our game, and then obviously in the third, the result showed. The
result came in the third, but there was lots of time where you had to break them down. They were throwing everything in front of the puck. You have to admire that sort of defensive strategy, surely.
Yeah. Like Darren was saying, when you come to a game with limited players, everyone has to step up a notch, and they definitely showed that. I don't think it was a walkover for us, but they did come in, they came and played, and like you say, retrospect now.
A little bit of history about yourself. How long have you played for the Stars?
7 years, I think. Started just before under 12s, carried on all the way through. It's my 2nd season as a senior player. So.
And there's a big moment today. We saw Zach Dolphin get himself a shirt. Do you remember that moment yourself?
I didn't quite get as with the reception that he did, but I do remember getting signed. I started off as I wasn't officially a player at the beginning of last season. Then I stepped in for the first 2 games, and then they signed me off, press release, that sort of thing.
Lucky charm then, you went on to win the title, and here you are defending it very, very well. Is it a great bunch of lads to be playing with at the moment?
Yeah, we couldn't change it. Everyone in the changing room gets along, everyone gels. Florries are new this season, but they have history here, so they gelled straight away. Mason as well, he's come out of roller hockey with a few players, so he knows some people, but again, we've just gelled really quickly, and I think that shows in our results this season.
Good edge today, good crowd in, a fantastic victory, ultimately 14 goals to 1 against the Invicta Mustangs. Must be nice to send the crowd home happy and think they'll be back again.
Yes, I hope so. They're growing every day, and I can't remember ever coming to a senior hockey match watching myself with a crowd this size. So playing the atmosphere, I think it helps us great, and hopefully we'll keep on improving.
And a real buzz now when you get to play. You're playing Bristol next away at home, which is a bit of a strange way around, but still you know it's your barn, it's your rink.
Yeah.
Good feeling to come in, and they will be a tough side, won't they?
Yeah, they always are, Bristol. They haven't got a rink at the minute, and that's why we're playing here. But they still, last season they showed it. We had a tough game against them, and they haven't even been training. They still came and gave us a good fight.
Anyway, all the best for the rest of the season, young man.
Thank you.
Zach Dolphin, a proud night tonight. You got yourself a shirt with your name across the back. What did that feel like?
Feeling was great.
It's a great feeling. It's that acceptance, isn't it?
Like just being like having my name on the shirt now, being like a proper part of the team. The feeling's just amazing.
You have been a part of the scene now for quite some time, but now you've got that sort of like
now
your
with
test
the
cap.
shirt on it, fans know I am now. That's all I want.
That's all you want. And now I saw you. We interviewed you before the game against the A420s the other day, which is a name I can't say just due to history and putting money in boxes. But you're here. You're with Oxford. It was a tough victory tonight, wasn't it? The first sort of period and a half, it really was sort of trying to break them down.
Yeah, it was. They came with a short bench, and always with a short bench, they're going to come out wanting to win, and they did. It took us a good period and a half to get a few goals against them, so they were trying for it, and they didn't give up.
It's very, very difficult, isn't it, as well? You know, we talk about it could be a millstone, it could give you the swagger and arrogance. You're on a very good unbeaten run at the moment, and you're doing exceptionally well in the league. You've gone through the first game in the cup. The squad must be thinking every time they step on the ice that they've got a little bit of invincibility about them.
In a way you do, but you got to go into each game thinking it's a new game, new start, anything could happen. Yeah, it's great winning, like not being unbeaten, but you got to go into the game thinking you have to get the win, like. Yeah.
You just have to do it, you know, you just have to beat what's put in front of you. And if it's a 14-1 win, if it's a 5-2 win, if it's a 3-1 win, it's all about beating the opposition that's in front of you and being concentrated fully on what goes on.
Any win's a win, whether, as you said, whether you're beaten by 10 goals or beaten by 1 goal in the game, it's a win. You could play your heart out of the game and not get any goals, but in the day we got 14 goals.
Had a great atmosphere in today, wasn't there? Good crowd in. Right with you. The moment you stepped on the ice, there was a big cheer right behind you. It must be great to have that atmosphere and fans behind you.
The fans there, they're just awesome. Like they're always there every game, cheering you on. It gives you such a boost on the ice being there.
Well, you've got your name on the back of the shirt. You're now right in the squad. People will recognise you on the ice. Zach Dolphin, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Dr Mick Longean. Now is that your first time at the ice rink?
It is actually. It's the first time that I've seen ice hockey here. Not my first time at the ice rink, but first time I've seen ice hockey. Absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Yeah.
Absolutely brilliant. Now, what brings you down here? Explain exactly why you're here.
Yeah. Basically, we are a charity of the year for the Stars, and we're really, really grateful that they've chosen us to do it. And we're benefiting hugely, not only from the profile, but also from fundraising as well. So great stuff.
Superb stuff. SpecialEffect, a little bit of words, exactly what SpecialEffect does?
Yeah, well, basically, it's perfect, the perfect match, because we're all about giving fun to people with disabilities, and to have, the opportunity to team up with a team like this who are all about sport and fun and enjoyment. For me, that's a perfect match, as well as the mascots on ice tonight, which is absolutely brilliant. We try and put the fun in fundraising, and if anything did that tonight, that was absolutely terrific.
So let's take it a step back to the ice hockey.
Yep.
Why do you think you came down? What was your first impression getting right up close and dangerous?
Yeah, exactly. First of all, it's dangerous and it's very quick. And the guys, when they go down, they get up again. Doesn't matter where the puck hits them, they get up and get on with it. Absolutely terrific. Real guys, real men. It was great stuff.
And we saw little Charlotte Knott, who's very close to SpecialEffect and Oxfordshire.
Exactly.
Lovely to see her down here. And as you say, the fundraising side of both the City Stars being a very good side, and the fact that SpecialEffect really picking themselves up and getting in the public eye, it's all working well.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it all helps the profile. It all helps the fundraising, and it helps us go from strength to strength. and it means that we can help more people, because we work with, you know, severely disabled people all around Oxfordshire, like Charlotte Knott, but also beyond. You know, between us we try and cover the whole of the UK. People with very severe disabilities from hospitals all over the country, hospices and homes all around the country. So we do our best to give them some fun through technology, access to video games and other ways of having fun through technology.
So the mascot race today, did you have your money where your mouth was? Did you see Ollie winning it?
It was a close run thing, wasn't it? And amazingly, nobody fell over, which is a bit of a disappointment, really.
In fairness, but Oxford City Stars now on a massive winning streak, and it's great for you to be tied up with such a successful side.
No, absolutely. I honestly hadn't realised that it was going to be that good, and that we were going to be sponsored by such a great team, and long may it continue. If they carry on playing like they did tonight, I can't see anybody beating them, to be honest.
It was a great game, and one of the big plus points is I got your name right for the first time, and never knowing you. So, Dr Mick Longean, yes!
Thank you. Thanks very much, Shelby. Cheers, great stuff.
Thank you very much.
Thank you,
No, great stuff.
Thank you, that was awesome.
No.